If you're looking for a home in Palos Verdes, then you definitely want to check out this video. I went through the top homes in Lunada Bay and Palos Verdes Estates, and I picked out the top 3 listings that are on the market right now, and I'm going to go through those with you today. This is Ben Larson. I'm a broker associate here with the Larson Realty Group. We help clients all over Los Angeles and Orange County buy and sell homes. If you need anything, feel free to reach out anytime. On a normal Palos Verdes home tour, the videos that I do, I take you through a listing, one listing at a time in detail. What we're going to do today on this Palos Verdes home tour is we're going to go through 3 listings. I'm going to pull them up here on the computer. I'm going to show you the details, the ins and outs. These are listings that are on the market right now that you can go check out this weekend. So that's where we're going to cover 3 of them. Like I said, I looked at a bunch. These are the top 3 that I picked out. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to tell you why. Why are they the top 3? But I'm not only going to focus on the positives, I'm going to show you what maybe some of the holdbacks could be. Now let's get into this episode of the Palos Verdes home tour. So for this first one, you're going to see right off the bat what one of the pros is going to be. So this one, out of the 3, this is the only one that has an ocean view. So that's definitely going to be a pro. This one, you can see it's in Lower Lunada. You can see right here on the map, we got Palos Verdes Drive West. Basically separates Lower Lunada here on the left and Upper Lunada here on the right. Lower Lunada is a little bit flatter. Upper Lunada is a little bit more, it's upper. You're going up the hill in Palos Verdes. So you do still get some views here from Lower Lunada, just like this one here has some ocean view. But you'll get more views when you're up on this side in the upper part. Not always, you won't always have a view, but it's more common because it's more sloped. So this one here we're looking at, it's a 4-bed, 3.5 bath, almost 2,600 square foot home. The lot size is a pro, and this one, it's just over 10,000 square feet. So it's something, definitely something to consider. All 3 of these are going to be nicely redone. I'm going to show you some of the photos here once we get into it, but I just wanted to go over the basics of it. So this one of the pros is the sunset over the ocean, having the ocean view in general. But then one of the other things that I like about this one is it's one level. And I know, and that can be a premium for a lot of people that may be thinking about, you might be okay with 2 stories now, but if you're going to be in this long term, you might be thinking about down the road where that's going. So it is one level, which is helpful. Now, one of the cons, which you can't quite see from here, but the view is looking over the school, and there is a lot of school traffic. So that is going to be one of the cons of this one that you're going to run into. But let's just take a look at a few of the photos, and then we'll head on to the next one. Okay, so here we're looking at the photos, just kind of give you an idea of the in and out. It's nice photos, taking a really nice part of the day. Here you've got the sunset right over the ocean this time of the year. Don't let that fool you always. I got a home years ago when I was renting, and when I rented it, the sun was setting right between the homes across the street, right over the ocean. It was beautiful, very similar to this. But the sun moves, or the earth moves. So it doesn't quite stay in that same exact spot all year round. But regardless, it's still, you've got some nice views out over the water. Then you can see here, nice open concept. You've got some space there from throughout the living area. Again, they're focusing on the views. As you can see, this is the school right across the street. That's the football field. If you want to watch the football game, you're in a great location. Schools, in and letting out, it can be a little bit hectic there with that. So you can scroll through, see a nice dining area. We've got the fireplace, then a nice open remodeled kitchen, beautiful redone cabinets, quartz counters, a very nice walk-in closet. Primary bathroom looks really good. You got some off bedrooms. Another bathroom there, nicely remodeled. Big closet, that room as well. Another bathroom, dual sinks. There you can see then outdoor, you do have you've got a grass area here. You can see the patio there in the back as well. It just gives you a nice looking house from the outside. You've got a big driveway space and a patio, but it's dual purpose. You got your patio and driveway you pull around. Pull into the garage, so you're secluded. It's nice and easy to back out and then head out onto the street. And of course, more shots of the views, more aerial shots, but in general, that kind of gives you the gist on this one. Nice home, and the pros, the single level, the view. Being in Lower Lunada, Palos Verdes Estates, obviously it's very close to the schools. If you ever need to walk to schools, elementary school and the middle school aren't very far either. So good location, but and then if there was a downside to it, it would be also the flip side of the location. It's very close to the school if you have kids going there, but it's also very close for people parking in a lot of the school traffic. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, now you can see this one, also very similar to the previous one, 4 bedrooms. This one's 4 baths. The other one was 3.5. This, you can see location-wise, if you remember from the previous one, it is on the upper side of Palos Verdes Drive. So that is Upper Lunada, but it's close. This one's only been on the market 3 days, so you're going to want to definitely go check it out. It is open this weekend. Recording this on the 19th. You can go check it out on the 20th, this Friday or this Saturday and Sunday. So just a little bit about this. Size is very similar as well, just over 2,500 square feet. Last one was just under 26. Lot size is a little bit smaller on this one, but still really good size, 7,500, almost 7,600 square feet. Built similar, 2-car garage, also very similar. So you can see this is another one that's remodeled. It's part of why, an advantage to the last one as well. It's the same with this one. It's going to be the same with the next one. Those are why they're in my top choices, because they are nicely remodeled. That is one of the pros of all 3 of them. All right, so we can get in and let's take a look at some of the photos. So this one's starting off, obviously it's a nice looking home from the front. You got a nice grass area out there. One of the benefits of this one is, just like it says below the photo here, it feels like a tropical resort. Really nice looking pool in the back and jacuzzi. So it's one of the first photos you see because it's going to be one of the biggest benefits. Another shot, you can see the patio out here as well, a little hangout area. And then, so this, you can't necessarily tell from the main photo, but this is it says newly designed porch in the front door. So it's a nice entrance there as people are coming in. And then you've got, it's great room, opens up, you got the kitchen area, it's got a bar, then it opens up into probably the family room here, you call it, just off of the kitchen. And you can see the dining's over there too. So if you're entertaining, everybody's pretty well connected in that sense. And this gives you an idea of the flooring's been updated, and then we'll get some better shots of the kitchen. So you've got the kitchen island. Not only do you have the seating over here on the bar, and you've got right inside the kitchen, you've got a couple other seats, shaker cabinets, stainless steel appliances, nice looking light fixture, chandelier hanging over the island there. You can see the updated backsplash, quartz counters. So really nice looking listing, really nice looking kitchen. And then you can see that leads right out to the patio there in the back, which then I assume that takes you over to the pool. And then, so getting into the primary bedroom, says they've got the shutters here on the windows, and then it's got views that looks out onto the pool itself. And this isn't a one level like the previous one. This is 2 stories. That's why it's looking out over the pool. But you can see the high ceilings, always a nice benefit. Just makes it feel bigger, feel more open, light, bright. You got a lot of good light coming in there. And then we're going in here into the primary bathroom. You got dual sinks, custom cabinets. You have a nice shower, walk-in shower space there. And then you've got a couple of the other bedrooms with some updated. There's an ensuite, so there's a bedroom downstairs with an ensuite bathroom. That's part of it. I've got one here that's an office workout room, whatever you want to do with that. In the hall bathroom, there's a shower. You can tell it's nicely redone. Also, dual sinks there. See the downstairs bathroom, also nicely updated. You can see the paver driveway, fencing, everything. Laundry's been done. We have some aerial shots here, just to give you kind of a sense of what you're working with. So you've got the pool. The garage here, you got the driveway that goes down the back into the garage, and then you got the pool in the back with the patio, and then you have some grass out front. So, I'd say that, like I mentioned before, one of the benefits of this one, it's nicely redone. It is in a good location. You're not in lower Lunada, you're in upper Lunada. You're not in a spot where there's a view from upper Lunada, but you're not right on the drive, so you're probably not getting a lot of street noise from there. Probably a decent location. And then you've got the pool. Pool has been a big benefit ever since COVID. It's a big factor for people. So if you don't have a view, it's nice to have the pool, kind of balance that out a little bit. So that kind of gives you a breakdown on this one. We're going to go on to the third one, which I think is the best one of all. So stay around and check it out. But be sure to stay around even to the end. I'm going to have another video coming up on the screen that will take you to some of our other tours. And on my channel, you're going to have other videos you can check out about comparing different areas, comparing different parts of PV, different parts of the South Bay, and other home tours. So definitely check that out and subscribe. And now we're on the last one, and this one is my favorite. I'm a little biased. This is my listing. So of course it's going to be in one of my top three, but very similar to the others. I'm going to tell you why I think it's the best in the pros. But just going back a little bit, I don't think I gave the price on the others. First one we talked about was that was the 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath. That was the one with the view across from the school. That one was basically 2.8. I think it was 2.795. The second one we looked at was 2.95, 2,950,000. This one is 2,900,000. So price-wise, you can see they're all very similar as well. This one we're looking at 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,584 square feet, right size-wise, right in between all of them. So they're very similar though. But you're going to see some of the pros and cons of this one. So this one, you can see nice entry, great curb appeal. You got the 2-car garage right in front. Pull in, 2-story home, which, like I said, on the first one, there was a benefit that it was 1 story. The nice part about a 2-story home is that it doesn't take up all of the lot. So even though that lot was about 10,000 square feet and we're about 7,500 square feet, with it being 2 stories, the house itself is not taking up so much of the lot. So you do have more space in the lot itself. Year built, number of spots at the garage, all of that is very similar. It's all of that's basically identical through all 3 of these. But what I want to get in and the benefits of this one that I'm going to show you location wise, you can see it is in Lower Lunada. You can walk to the cliffs, beautiful views of the cliffs. Anytime the schools are having dances or events or anything, there's hundreds of people down there taking photos because it's just such a beautiful view. So you've got the elementary school right over here, the high school there, the middle school here. So location wise, it's perfect. It's where, it's kind of right in the middle of all of them. But it's not right next to any of them. So you're not really dealing with the school traffic. And then of course there's shops and everything here in Lunada that are just a few blocks away. So shops and restaurants. So you can just walk right over or a short drive or over, hit the shops or pick up some things or go to dinner, have a drink. So you don't get that in a lot of Palos Verdes locations, especially in a lot of parts of the South Bay. So it's nice to have a little bit of walkability there. With this one, it is mine, so I can give you some. Basically, I'm going to verbally tell you what it looks like inside because we don't quite have photos done yet. This one's in coming soon status. It's not active and ready to be shown yet. We're just on the market initially. We're getting photos and staging done, and it'll be on the market soon. But reach out. I can set up a private showing for you once that's ready to go. But just describing it a little bit, it's probably a good combination of the 2 we just looked at because this one's 2 stories. But when you're downstairs, you walk right in. You've got the formal living room on your left, which then opens up into a dining room. And then the right of the dining room is where you go into it's just a huge, great room, massive kitchen area with this expansive island. You've got lots of chairs sitting there. And then you look out over the island into the family room, just all one big room. But then you've got your TV and your entertainment right there. And then you have these the beautiful French doors, sliding doors that slide open, give you a great indoor-outdoor feel right into a really big patio. I'd say bigger, nicer patio than the last 2 that we looked at. Very upgraded pool and jacuzzi. The resort style, we actually used that, and this one and the previous one used that wording as well. That just sums it up. I mean, you've got a great little fire pit area. So in the backyard, when I say backyard, it's mostly hardscape, but it's bigger than either one of the other 2 that we looked at, which is why I do think this one has an advantage over those. It doesn't have the view, but it doesn't have the traffic and what you get with the one location. And it's got an incredible pool. I think a better pool layout than the other one that had the pool. And size-wise, these are all basically very similar. So that's why I'm a little bit biased to this one. But go ahead and reach out. I can get you on the list. We're building an interest list right now. It will be open not this weekend, but it should be open next weekend. So we're coming on the market very soon, but it is in coming soon status. So you can definitely check it out here. If you want me to send you some more information on it, I'd be happy to do that as well. And so, like I said, there's a video popping up on your screen. It's going to take you to another one of my videos that I've done like these. So be sure to check it out. I do the South Bay. I do the Palos Verdes home tour videos often here on my channel. I do also South Bay home tours if you want to go check those out. Thanks for joining me on this one, and we'll catch you next time.